Hello, my name's Edward and I'm here today with members of the Harry Ensemble to talk about a brand new and exciting choral work called The Cloak of Quietness. The Cloak of Quietness is a setting of Psalm 91 along with a setting of words, thoughts and reflections provided by members of the Harry Ensemble themselves. As you can imagine, there are some incredibly personal moments within the cantata. Here's Maggie and Liz chatting about some of those.
I was quite interested in the work of Gilbert White, the naturalist who lived in Selborne in the late 18th century. And he was probably one of our first nature writers. And I read quite a few of his diary entries. And this particular piece that I wrote was inspired by just a simple phrase of his about watching the lapwings fly at dusk to the downs, and that is how the words came about.
COVID has suppressed all of us, physically, mentally, and I think that because we've actually put it into words which have been put to music, I think it will evoke something in people and it will allow people to voice their own emotions about COVID, because I think it was a very difficult time for all of us.
The work is a real journey for both the listener and for those who've contributed their thoughts and reflections. It becomes a conversation, if you like, between the psalmist who wrote Psalm 91 and the thoughts and reflections of humanity today.
Actually, I found it really cathartic to put down in feelings, in writing what I felt, because I wasn't afraid of COVID, but I was incredibly angry that it had stolen so much time, especially as all my children are abroad, and so it was nearly 3 years before I saw them. So I found it really cathartic to put down those feelings. So one of my pieces in it is quite angry.
I think the Cloak of Quietness is, for the audience, would make them reflect on the experiences they've had during this strange period of pandemic, and have a deep think about how it might have affected their lives, and things have changed as a result of that.
The strangeness of the quiet. But you're still enjoying spring and the lovely flowers and the blossoms, and yet at the same time there are thousands of people in the country, in the whole world, dying, and it's that incredible contrast. And I hope that within the piece there is that contrast of hope and fear, loneliness, and yet we're all in the same boat of facing possible death and trying to keep that under control.
Come and join us on September the 24th at St. John's Church in Epping for the first performance of this unique choral response to the pandemic and COVID-19. We'll be joined by the brilliant soprano Helen Miles and the equally brilliant cellist Kai Waverley Hudson. We look forward to seeing you there, and tickets are available now at ticketsource.co.uk/Harry Ensemble. Here's a message to choirs and choral directors everywhere. The Harry Ensemble are looking to join up with other choirs around the country to produce performances of The Cloak of Quietness, because we know it'll have a real impact wherever it goes. So we're extending an invitation to musical directors, conductors and choirs everywhere to get in touch with us and discuss the options of maybe joining up with us. We'll come to you wherever you are and put The Cloak of Quietness on for your local audiences. Do get in touch. We look forward to hearing from you. We're at www.harryensemble.com.